That takes me back, Ray. I can remember sitting in my wee mum's house. I think it used to come on a Monday night.
Yeah.
And the cop used to come on. I can't remember his name. And the programme would start with him behind the desk.
Brilliant.
Oh man, happy days.
Good old days, Ali.
Happy days, mate. The famous song we're blending out the new home this season, the Hill Dickinson Stadium to be precise. Everton played there for the first time on Saturday, losing 1-0 to Roma. And a quick lesson for you here, Ray. The do's and don'ts of the new stadium were sent out last week. Listen to this.
Go on.
Here's what you can't call Everton's new ground. The Hill Dickinson Stadium, brackets, please refrain from using the ahead of Hill Dickinson Stadium. Right? Not allowed to call it the HD. Not allowed to call it HD Stadium, the Hill Dickinson Stadium, Hill Stadium, the Dock Stadium, or indeed Bramley Moor Dock.
Oh.
Right, let's round things up. Everton and Liverpool with a Merseyside reporter, good friend of the show, good friend full stop, Dom King. Dom, have you got all that?
Yes, I have. Yeah, I've been making notes all weekend, and I'm fully briefed for it. So yeah.
Never mind the do's and don'ts. I was saying to Ray earlier on, I don't know if you heard me, I saw a wee thing on my phone, wee Trevor Stephen that was there at the weekend. It looks someplace, mate.
I was there on Saturday, Ali. It took my breath away. I walked from, I wanted to do the walk like the fans from Moorfields, because such a big thing had been made about getting the train to Moorfields and walking down to the dock. So it took about 20-25 minutes, and when you're walking down, the structure just takes your eye out. It's just amazing. And then when you get inside, they have done an absolutely wonderful job on it. It's a credit to everybody who's there, and it's going to be a wonderful arena to watch football in the future. I can't wait for the two of you to go and experience it for the first time, because you will genuinely be, you'll stand for 2 or 3 minutes just looking around, taking it all in. And it's little things like, I think, outside, preserving the heritage of where it's been built, of the docks. All the bollards where the ships used to be tied up have been preserved. All the tram lines that used to carry the trains into town with the cargo, they've all been preserved and refurbished. I think Everton spent something like £50 million on the area just to to keep the history and heritage in place, and it's a fabulous occasion and place.
Dom, I've got to ask you, but Goodison always was unbelievable to play Goodison. I mean, the atmosphere. And sometimes when you do new stadiums, you just got to be a little bit worried about the atmosphere. And how are they going to try and... Have they got certain sections where the fans will go and get the atmosphere going?
Yes, so in the South Stand's 14,000 seats, and it's quite steep. And I just got the feel on Saturday, in time, and it will take time. You're right to say that about people, getting to know the new surrounds and bedding in and getting the new routines about getting there. But in time, that's going to become a blue wall, and it's atmospheric and it's steep, and it's it's sort of in the guise of Tottenham and Borussia Dortmund, and the comparison that I felt sort of easiest to make was Juventus. Juventus's stadium is quite sort of deep and steep and noisy and enclosed, and there's just over 52,000 in there on night when they've got a team to be proud of. It'll come alive. Evertonians have been absolutely desperate for this, and the acoustics of it all. It's just going to be a wonderful place to play football and go and watch it.
What do you think, Dom, in terms of moving forward? Is the big fella going to get a few faces in the door to give the stadium and the fans a team they deserve?
He knows what's needed, Ali. He's doing all that he can. I know, and no doubt you want to know about Jack Grealish. From everything that I've heard over the weekend, the growing confidence that they're going to get him. I think, from what I believe, is Jack is open to the move, and I think when David's in a situation like this, he's very persuasive with players, and I think if Jack's had a look at some of the imagery from the weekend and spoken to some of the players and listened to some of the players such as Keane and Dewsbury Hall. I spoke to him after the game on Saturday with a few of my colleagues, and enthusiasm jumped out of every single word that he spoke about being for Everton and the potential that he sort of knowing that he's at an iconic club, and hopefully Jack's taken this on board and we'll see the platform that he's got. Now, I do know that he's had interest from clubs in Europe, clubs that are playing the Champions League, but if he listens to David Moyes and understands what he could possibly be given a Goodison, a Hill Dickinson in terms of the adulation from fans. I mean, my social media feed is absolutely full of people just desperate for him to be and you know, they're desperate to love him. It could be a fabulous move all around.
What about Liverpool, Dom? I was there yesterday. Thought they looked lively first half. I thought the new signings looked very, very good. Frimpong up and down the right-hand side. Thought the centre forward looked the part. Wirtz was good. And then, to be fair to Palace come into the second half. It was an enjoyable game, I felt, mate.
It was a really good game of football. Really good atmosphere. I don't want to dwell on the couple of idiots in a minute silence, because it was a couple of idiots.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace, Ali, let me stress it, are a wonderful football club with wonderful supporters, and their reputation isn't being besmirched by a couple of idiots. I just want to make that absolutely clear. Palace were excellent yesterday. I thought Adam Morton was brilliant, but there were some really good signs from Liverpool in the first half, and I was very, very taken by Florian Wirtz. I had my eye on him an awful lot when he didn't have the ball, and his movement's sensational. The way, the spaces that he creates and how he uses it so quickly. I think in time he's going to be a very, very good player.
I like the big fella up front.
Yeah.
I've got to say, Dom, I thought his movement first half in particular, and he's missed a couple second half. You know, header back across, he had another wee chance. Wirtz had a chance, but I agree with you, mate. I saw enough to think the new signings will fit in absolutely perfectly. And we're talking about it as well. I know Kirk has come in at left back. Rob will have a lot to say about that. I think Rob will play a lot this season. You know, maybe one or two writing him off, but I think he'll play a lot this season.
Ali, to me, if it had anything to do with me, Andy Robertson would be starting on Friday night.
Yeah.
He's still the standard bearer, and anybody, I know there's new signings herald excitement and anticipation, and you know, an eagerness to see them start their careers. But to me, Andy Robertson's still the man. He would be my choice for to start left back, and that simply wouldn't change until Kirk has bedded in.
Yeah, absolutely. Dom, good to talk to you, mate. Hopefully catch up with you soon.
Speak to you soon.
All the best. There's still to come in breakfast.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.